quick clip on why we don't advocate joint locks in the RBUD system. RBUD is designed as a self-defense system. The objective of self-defense is to get ourselves away from the danger as quickly as possible, whilst taking as little damage as possible. So, good self-defense is avoidance. Yeah, awareness, avoidance, aggression. So first things first, be aware. I'm aware of everything around me. I'm aware of everything going on around me. If I see something I don't like the look of, I avoid it. So if we do end up on the ground with somebody in a scrap because something's gone horribly wrong, the great Dave Turton said, even monkeys fall out of trees. So if something should happen, when we're on the ground, I don't want to start wrestling around with you trying to find an arm lock or a leg lock. If something is presented to me, grab it, lock it, break it, move on. Everything on the ground should be centered around you getting back up to your feet as quickly as possible, stamping their ankle, and then running away. We stamp the ankle, not because it's painful, but because we try to break the ankle. Some people have got a very, very, very high tolerance for pain. The point of stamping the ankle is if it's broken, it will not support their weight, so they are unable to chase after us. That's the only reason we do that. If you get on the ground with somebody and you immediately start going, I'm going to get that arm, I'm breaking this guy's arm. While you're doing that, he's pulled a knife out of his sock and he's slit your belly open. While you're messing around trying to find his arm for an arm lock, his three mates have come around the corner and they're doing a river dance on your face. You cannot escape the situation if you're holding on to the guy. So, if you're going to go into MMA, if you're going to go into submission wrestling, I wholeheartedly think you should. I give you full support on that, and well done to you for doing it. Then yeah, obviously you're going to drill arm locks and leg locks as much as you can. But self-defense is not about beating the other person. Self-defense is about keeping ourselves safe and getting away from the danger as quickly as we can. So I have nothing against arm locks and leg locks. When it comes to arm locks, judo, it's full of them. When it comes to leg locks, I grew up as a big Ken Shamrock and Frank Shamrock fan. I love leg locks, but I would never advocate teaching them or practicing them for the objective of self-defense. So it's just a quick thing on that. I'm not against submissions at all. I prefer watching submissions to knockouts. I think submissions, there's more of a story behind it. I don't agree that any old fool can swing a hand and accidentally catch someone and knock them out, because I've seen people who don't know how to fight throw punches and they don't knock anybody out at all. But I just prefer watching submissions. I think submissions are sleeker. I think they're slicker. I think they're sexy as fuck. I prefer submissions, but submissions don't have any place when the objective is self-defense. So that's a quick video to clear that up, in case anybody thought I was totally against grappling. I'm not. I just think there's a time and place for grappling, and there's a time and place for submission holds, and it's not self-defense. If you think of a match fight, then yeah, match fights go for submissions. Match fights are generally one-on-one, where everyone else agrees to stay out of it and let the two people do what they're doing. Self-defense is, I'm with people, I need to get these people away from here as quickly as possible. I don't want to go to the ground and start wrestling with you while your two mates start kicking their heads in. So now I know some people are going to be watching this going, yeah, but all my mates train as well, we're all well solid. Okay, well what if you're walking home and you've bumped into your best mate's girlfriend and she's got a little toddler with her, and then the kickoff starts. You don't want the girlfriend and the toddler to be around violence where these guys are going to attack them. Yeah, so again, it's just taking ourselves out of whatever situation we're thinking of and putting ourselves in a situation of what if you're with people who don't know how to fight and they're depending on you to look after them. So, love submissions, work your submissions diligently, but grappling work when it comes to self-defense should be based around getting back up if we do go to the deck and stopping takedowns. If you practice the sprawl, which you should do, a lot of MMA fighters will, when they stop the sprawl, go for a guillotine, stop the sprawl, float over on two to take the back. What we should be doing is stop the sprawl. Some people would advocate a quick kick to the face and then run away. I'll leave it up to you. We don't really teach kicking to the head. Face maybe, crumple zone, but certainly not to the head because it's too easy to do some serious damage which someone can't come back from. If someone's drunk and they've just decided to take out their frustration on me, I don't want to kick them in the back of the head or the back of the neck and leave them as paraplegic for the rest of their life because of one drunken mistake. I do not want that on my conscience. Yeah. So that's all that is. Just don't do joint locks because they don't have any place. Because the objective of self-defense is to get away as quickly as we can. I can't get away as quickly as I can if I'm trying to break your arm. The time it's going to take me to try and get your arm and break it is too much time for you to pull out a weapon or for your friends to come around the corner. I know now that there's going to be a whole bunch of people going, oh, but I trained, I can put them on like that, no problem. Okay, here's my test to you. Here's the game you play. Partner up. From however you start, usually it's on your knees, slap, bump, roll. You have got 15 seconds from the fist bump. You've got 15 seconds to make the other person tap out. That's the thing. Because we think, I can do this today. 15 seconds. That's the game for you to do. That's the drill that you guys are going to do. From the moment you start, you've got 15 seconds. If you haven't tapped them, you start again. And you just keep going. And make sure you swap partners as often as you can. And you'll find that even somebody who is not as strong as you or is not as skilled as you, they will be able to cover up and hold on to their own jacket long enough that 15 seconds or more goes past. The reason I say 15 seconds is because that would be, I think, ample time for somebody who's just walking past who hasn't got a fight. They've got no reason to be involved in the fight. They're going to walk past and hoof you. They'll join in for the sake of it. So that's that. We don't do joint locks for self-defense because of that reason. They don't help us in any way. If you agree or disagree, leave me a comment, questions, queries, suggestions. Let me know. Until next time, train hard, train smart, stay safe.